find our bond too strong, unwilling to understand that it's much more than a crush, much more than funds. Top with the boss status, never giving it up, always living it up. Mayday, we stay billing the skunk. Major capers with my belated, always there and I can't forsake it. Banter flaming, we talk for ages.
Capricorn, I'm torn. Torn, Natalie Imbruglia, or Natalie, or you're having fromage frais, or Imbruglia, okay, or Bruges, or Mouge, or someone's moody and broody, or briny, or Brian, or Brian, that's a name, or Anne, Brian, or Moody Blues. Someone could always be moody, or there could be a brioche. What? So like French, or like brioche, and oh, hello, I'm posh, and I want some brioche. Unless you're rhyming slang. But yeah, what was your Capricorn? Sorry, there was a, what was it I was coming up with that was channeled for a start? Capricorn, Jason Bourne, Jason Julian, Jason Justin, Jackie, Jasmine Jack. Torn, Natalie Imbruglia, torn between lovers, that was it. Something about Gemini or Capricorn. Don't forget, though, you can watch this as a Gemini. Life Path 6 is Gemini and Capricorn. You can watch the same readings because they are major arcana 6s, meaning even if you do not have Capricorn in your chart, you can watch a Gemini if you're following my method. Okay, so you can watch it as Life Path 6, Capricorn, Gemini, see if you get any same synchronicities. But I'm hearing Natalie Imbruglia, torn between lovers. I'm a rose between a thorn. So there could be a third-party situation here, maybe. Okay, but there could be a baby getting married, or a baby is around children, and someone could be pregnant here, celebrating a pregnancy. Sal, Sarah, Steve, Sassy, celebrations, chocolate. Some of you could be eating chocolate, or you're on a diet, or you're on a chocolate diet. Anyway, let's see what your tarot says. So this is for your July, I think. Yeah, July 2023. Or Elijah, July is the scope. Scooping, the next scoop. Looking for news and information. I'm looking for some next news and information. Or I'm snooting in other people's information. Don't know. Someone could be all up in your books. Could be tax. Might have to pay your tax, or unless you're dealing with a taxi, which would be a Life Path 7 or a Cancerian. Danny Glover, Life Path 7. So let's see. Same ones as before. Sam, Sirius, Sam. Let's see. Siri. Capricorn. What have they got coming up for July, please? For Capricorn, for July 2023. So you got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Capricorn. So it feels like that something needs to go more in one's favor. Now, this could be a fish called Wanda. Could be something to do around a fish. That would be a Life Path 3 or a Pisces. But like, it's not going in my favor. So some of you have got to go to court, maybe, okay, trying to get things more in my favor than someone else's, okay. So it's kind of like that, like I'm stuck doing what I'm doing until the Wheel of Fortune turns. That means the planets align. So basically that I might be lying, telling the truth, don't know, but I'm unsure of the path that I'm supposed to choose, because this might have to go to court if I'm taking someone to court. Okay, let's go down on the table. So let's see. Capricorn, Lucy, Laura, Cece. But the Wheel of Fortune is normally something that is taken from someone. Okay, like I'm not getting what I want. I'm not getting my own way. Okay, I'm not getting what I expected. I expected to get something, but I didn't. Okay, let's see. Capricorn, what's going on with Capricorn, please, for July? So, well, we've got Four of Pentacles. So it could be to do with around money and finances. I'm finding it very difficult to find a job at the moment. This is also having a lot of money, but this is also being taken. So it's affecting my job, or the name Rob or Robin or Robert or Robin Realms. But something being taken, something being gone, okay, something taking a long while in order to build up. Like this would be a business. Like I've got a business idea, but I don't know if I'm going forward on it. This is like saving money. It's also blocking out a karmic ex for a lot of you if you're dealing with something to do around an ex person that was around you. This is like my past energy because it is a 10, so it's an ex. So to do with my ex, it's to do with finances, money, assets, all of that kind of stuff. things where like I don't have a job, I don't have any money, like things were taken from me, children, all that sort of stuff, maybe in the past. Still blocking out my past, still no movement forward, still no change in the circumstance that was before. Because you've got a 4, Scorpio, Aries, looking for someone to change, but they're not. Pisces, definitely you're in a knot energy. Pisces knot. It's also like losing at on the roulette wheel, like gambling and losing. Like I've lost a load of money, but I've still got a load of money, but I've lost a load of money. So now I need to save up before I can gamble again. This could be a gambling addict, someone that gambles all the time, and they take risks and they take chances and they gamble. But this is like I've just lost something. So it could be a court case, could be a relationship, could be a load of money, and I've just lost a load of, I don't know, clients or people, lost a human being, you know, but definitely at a loss, or Def or Jeff or Steve lost my hearing or lost my earring. Okay. or fair or hearing. It might be something to do around, oh, Jesus Christ. Is it something to do around a Pisces, a hearing Jesus? Well, that's Capricorn Pisces. The resurrection. I've lost my erection. Like there is no sex energy here. Like I've lost my libido, and I don't seem to have a sex life because I don't. I mean, you could have ADHD. If someone has ADHD, I'm not going to go into that because it's not showing up yet. But like I've lost my libido. Like I don't seem to be getting much of anything. Blah blah blah. No interest. No VAT. Some sort of income tax, VAT being very difficult to keep up with. Like demand of money. Stuff like that. Okay, losing interest in a bank, losing interest in my job, losing interest in my partner. Holy shit. What's going on here, Capricorn? Is this relating to anyone? Well, if not, watch for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node. And for the people that it doesn't relate to, okay, watch watch a different part, okay, or get a personal reading. But, oh, God, where are we? Why do you always do that? So here, there's this energy of like, I seem to have lost a partner, I've lost a loved one, I've lost money, I've lost a job, I've lost my libido, I've lost effort. Like I just can't seem to be Effie or Devi, and I can't seem to, like, I'm losing my religion. Mark, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. I've lost respect here. There seems, all I keep hearing is like losing. Now, there might be something to do around a 5, which would be Sagittarius, Taurus, or Life Path 5, maybe. And I feel like I'm at a loss. Like I've lost my partner, I've lost my job, I've lost my money, I've lost my house, I've lost, fucking hell. Someone seems to have lost everything. Is there a court case that happened here and someone won and someone lost? Or are you still going through it here? Let's see, Capricorn, see if this changes for you here. But people don't change. Like if people are expecting people to change, this could be an ex energy. Okay, and I'm recently divorced. Reese, Rihanna, Ricky, Rachel, Rashad, Evans, Barry, Tina. But like I've just lost my job. I keep hearing like I've lost my job. I've lost Rob. I've been robbed. I've had everything taken from me. Like someone just here could have been robbed. Things that are actually stolen from someone. But, I mean, this is coming up, so be very careful. Like, things are being robbed. Everybody seems to be taking everything that's mine here. Let's see, Capricorn. What's going on with Capricorn for July? Wow, so the Queen of Swords, and then no speaking. Leo, maybe. This is normally a Leo, but Aries, Leo, Sagittarian. But, like, I've lost respect. I've lost my libido. I don't feel like sex. I don't get any sex, or don't want any, or I just don't want anything from anybody. Keep it, have it. I don't want it. I don't want no arguments. I don't want no. It's kind of like the UFC fight. You take your corner and I'll take my corner. Okay, or Cornish, or Cornet, or Connet. The name Michael Connet. But like, I seem to be losing everything. Like, I'm fearing losing my mum or my partner. Someone could be on their deathbed here. Okay, like I'm fearful of losing my part. Like there seems to be a lot of fear here that I'm hearing. Something about courts, like a hearing is also like I've got a court case and I've got a hearing coming up, or I've got a hearing problem and I seem to be like losing. This is a message here, Capricorn. It's probably not going to relate to all of you, but like I seem to be going deaf, like I'm losing my hearing, like I can't hear things like I used to. Okay, I can't do the same things as what I used to. So I'm getting older, like I'm getting old, like I could be talking to Tiki, Leaky, Kiki, Kaylee, Keely, Kylie, Casey, Jason, Donovan, Australia. I seem to be losing my touch. Seem to be losing touch with someone. Okay, so it feels like that. I seem to be like losing touch to my children here, losing respect of my kids or something like that. But like losing touch normally means like it's been a long time. It's been a while, Kim, but like it's been quite a while, and we seem to be like losing touch with one another, like touching base, okay, or free base, or Freemasons, or the name Mason, or Melissa. Like I seem to be losing my gift, or like, you know, I can't do what I used to. Okay. Let's see. Capricorn, what's going on with Capricorn, please, for July? 5 of Wands, Capricorn, man. Y'all got a lot of conflict coming up in your energy here. Sagittarius, life path 5, Taurus. Not saying it's their fault, but these two couple here is Leo to me, life path 5, Sagittarius, Taurus, and Leo. Well, Leo in the Pisces reading, which you haven't got here at the moment, but I was hearing it, was in reverse of Leo, was in reverse in the Pisces reading. And then I said, I can feel a 5 coming up around here. Like there isn't in the reading, but I can feel that 5. If you are on Patreon, you'll see that the Leo in reverse was clarified by the 5 of Swords. And I said that's either an Aquarian or a Leo or a life path 8 because I read in numerology. And I said one of these people here has mental health, like it has, like this person has ADHD and cannot pay attention. But you've got someone that's constantly trying to get someone's attention from a person that can't give them attention because they have ADD. So they're bullying this person. They're arguing with a person that has mental illness. If it's coming through from the Pisces reading, arguing with someone that cannot concentrate and spend all the time concentrating on the sun, the daughter or the son, okay, which is a daughter or a son, okay, because it's a child. But the sun also means center of the earth, everything that goes around the sun, right? Which means Leo or an Aquarian because it is an 8. And there it is. So from whatever, if you're watching the Pisces reading and you're hearing, I was saying, I keep hearing the actual son or the daughter or something to do around like family or something like that. But then like I seem to be losing touch with my daughter or my son, and they're not in, you know, they're getting married or they're like in disagreement with what's going on in the family, I don't know. Okay. But then when I, because I said the sun, that comes up as an 8, Aquarius, Leo. There you go. Okay. So then because I said there seems to be a 5 around that there wasn't unless you watch Patreon, there's the 5. And it happens to be around this energy that I class as Leo. So life path 8, Leo or Sagittarian. Life path 8. Okay. So Aquarius, Sagittarius, 8. Okay. Leo is an 8. Aquarius is an 8. 5 is a Sagittarius or Taurus. 5. Right? So 8. So there is something going on between Leo, Sagittarius, like losing tantrum, like this is a temper tantrum. I'm getting really pissed off and I'm getting really annoyed the fact that you keep blocking me out. Well, why? Well, let's show you exactly what I've been saying for ages. That I've been trying to teach people. 5s and 4s do not mix. Life path 4, life path 5 don't mix. Scorpio or Aries with Sagittarius or Taurus don't mix because they're 5. Life path 5, life path 4 don't mix. And I said if a person is Sagittarius, Taurus in their chart and a life path 4, they're having a right difficult time of losing my partner, money, clients, respect, people, blah, blah, blah. Because it's conflicted. There's the energy. It doesn't have to represent, you see, numerology shows you star signs. Numerology does, right? 4 within numerology is a 4, so life path. But the numerology of 4 is connected to 2 star signs, which is Scorpio and Aries. Well, Scorpio is the opposite sign to Taurus, which is a 5. Sagittarius, Taurus, the Hierophant. Okay. So Scorpio and Taurus do not get on because they're the opposite signs. So there's your opposition within family, as a mother or father and ex, and also present partnership is you're not cut from the same cloth. The condition of one that says that this is the way a relationship's supposed to go. Because my parent, like, people will just say, yeah, but, you know, your parents argue all the time and that's how I've learned. No. You find compatibility or non-compatibility within your chart and also your numerology. Because 5s and 4s are the main parts that you have to look at of whether you're conflicted or insulted. Okay, within astrology, it's called insulted by the energy of that. And that's where you get an insult. You're insulting me. You're having a go at me. You're making me feel like I'm not worthy. Okay, that you're disrespecting me. Why do you keep disrespecting my authority? When I want something to go my way and it doesn't, why do I start acting like a child and sulking? Because it either is a child or someone that acts childish to try and get people's attention, because they are an attention seeker. When they don't get their attention and people stop paying attention to the attention seeker, it gets worse and it doesn't get any better. Why? Now, it's not the person, it's the astrology chart. Because 5s mean 5 of cups, 5 of wands, 5 of swords. ADHD, 5 of swords. 5 of cups, playing the martyr, playing the victim. Things didn't go my way and I lost. If I lose, I don't like to lose because I go to a 5 of wands or a 5 of swords to try and win at all costs. So what did you get? Nothing. You lost. But what does the person feel? As if they're won. What, a game? Here. So it's kind of like playing where you would see it, or this person connected to this person would see it as you're playing mind games. You're not giving over authority to me for my children or my, you know, you're not giving me any authority, but you don't have the authority to tell me what to do. Because you're constantly telling me what to do, which is what came up in the Sag reading, as why nobody watches my Sagittarius or Taurus readings. Because it's in here, I can't lie. I can't, like, you know, it's in the reading and it's what I'm picking up and the energy and the frustration and everything else. I can't sit here and lie to people because that's me not doing my fucking job, right? So what I'm hearing is the fact that someone plays a martyr and a victim, and then when they're a victim of circumstance, they do a scapegoat, victim, aggressor. So they escape the energy by being blocked. It's like, okay, if you're not going to talk to me and you're not going to give me any equality, Adam and Eve, 6, Gemini or Capricorn, because this seems unfair and there's an unfair advantage that I have to try and win your affection all of the time and that I'm the center of the earth and you're supposed to give over everything towards me. Equality, time, love, passion, everything has to go the way I see it. 5, Taurus. If it doesn't go the way I see a relationship working, I go into a Sagittarian energy of 5 and start arguing and getting really angry because I multiply fear, Leo, okay, here. And because I fear the fact that you're doing this or you're not doing that or that I'm going to leave you, where do I go? 5. Abandonment, sabotage, right? It's a pattern of behavior that's showing you this reading of numerology and also astrology. It's a pattern of behavior that's in your reading with this person. Okay, going from a 4 to a 5. I can't seem to talk to you. You don't stay around listening. And every time I have a go at you, you block me out and you ghost me and you stop speaking to me. And you start treating me like a child. But if you're going to act like a child, I'll treat you like one. Don't tell me that, blah, blah, blah. 5, here we go again. Okay, round 5. Okay, we're arguing over what? No major arcana. Well, this major arcana right at the beginning, right? But major or minor, these are very minor little things that people argue about to make a mountain out of a molehill. You give a person a piece of string and they take a mile. Okay, you give someone a slight piece of your interest and they'll fucking try to get your attention. Well, if you have ADD, you're not going to get the attention of the attention being the center of the earth. The center of attention. Leo, Aquarian, life path 8. Center of attention. If this person's got like Leo and Aquarian, life path 5, Sag and Taurus, that's the center of the earth. Okay. I am the center of attention. That's what keeps destroying this situation. But if the other person has attention deficit disorder, which are also can be known as 5s, but it's not in the reading, but I'm seeing it as that, because I'm trying to seek attention from a person that has ADD. Well, a person that has ADD comes up as very confusing. Why? Because that stuff that gives people that like, oh, I'm really looking forward to that day out, Okay, yes, so I've got this, blah, blah, blah. Give them a day or two later and they're like, well, you don't look as if you're excited anymore. Yeah, my chemistry doesn't work the same as everybody else's. I can't look ecstatically like great all the time because your body works that way and your mind and your body all works in tandem with being normal. But I'm not. Okay, mine doesn't work that way. One day it might take me a while to get going and I might be a little bit like, I really can't be bothered this morning, right? And then later on, oh, I can. You've changed the routine. I like routine because I'm built around structure of routine. Okay, you've got to ring me up every single day. Okay, sorry, we're changing. But you've got to speak to me every single day. You've got to check in with me to make sure that I'm all right. You got to talk to me in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. If you plan to go out in the morning, we must stick with that routine of going out at night and sticking by your word because it's structure. It's someone that might like to be spontaneous against someone that doesn't like just being spontaneous. Okay, let's not make a plan. Let's just go out if we decide to go out when tonight comes. That's a fish. That's a Pisces or a Gemini, right? I'm okay either way. Okay, yes or no? Well, we'll see. Yeah, but I like structure. It has to stay by the same way, doing the same thing every single day. This is the way I see a relationship. But we're not married. I mean, are you? Because if you're married, then there are rules to a marriage, right? Because you agree to get married and there's rules to that, right? That you abide by in sickness and in health and all of that sort of stuff. Mental health, sickness, and all that sort of stuff. And you live with one another when you are married. You live on top of one another. You can't breathe. You can't think. You can't be an individual female and male when you are married because people will see it as conditioned to believe that that's how it goes. But what you've got here is probably that someone that doesn't see the fact that they want a break, okay, that they can't keep abiding by the structure of what someone sees it to do. That's your structure. That's what you believe. That's fine. But that isn't what I feel. That isn't what I think. That isn't the way I see this going. I see it the opposite to what you do. Why? Because I'm a 4, Scorpio or Aries or life path 4. So I'm the opposite to what you believe. You believe in a thing called love. I might not. Tomorrow I might. But I'll only change and can do that when I do because it's Scorpio. But you're a stuttering, arrogant prick, right? So, you don't never change, you don't never change anything for me. You're disrespectful, you're blah, blah, blah. No, you are. Okay, then I'm not going to speak because you don't give me any attention. Well, I can't give you the attention all the time. I've got other things to do. It's called life, right? Yeah, but your life is my life. No, it isn't. I can't merge into your body and become you. Just because alchemy says that we're together does not mean that we're supposed to be together 24/7, that I can always do what you want me to do when you want me to do it. It's like a woman asking a guy, right? Sorry. But it's like a woman asking a guy, well, you're a man. Why can't you fix that plane? What? I know fuck all about aeroplanes. But you're a man? So? Can't you do electricity? What, I need a plug changing? I need you to drill the fucking wall out and I need you to change all the electrics everywhere? I'm not an electrician, bruv. I'm a tarot card reader. Yeah, but you're a man. See? It's like the condition of you're supposed to do that because you are that. You're supposed to do this because society says, well, you're a guy. You're supposed to be able to drive and fix and do things. What makes you any different? Yeah, well, I'm a woman. So why can't you do it? Right? So not saying that you're arguing about that, but it could be very trivial. It could even be Trivial Pursuit. Okay, there's a question, right? You got it wrong. Right, competition. Always competing for one's attention. I'm always having to compete for your attention. I'm always trying. I keep trying to get your attention and I keep trying to get you focused on me. But if someone has ADD, you're going to lose because you cannot fight a mental health condition. You're fighting with someone that has mental health issues. You can't fight that, right? It's even with a person. You can't fight a person to change if they're not, because they can't. People don't, right? They can change their minds, but they can't change the way they are. Like, okay, we're in a relationship, right? I really want you to be like this. Well, I need you to be more loving, and I need you to be more caring. But that's who you fell in love with. Yeah, but you don't do that anymore. Yeah, well, that's at the beginning. That was when we were going out, when things were like spontaneously getting to know one another. Now we actually know one another. Talk to the people that are married or the people that you live with. Now we actually know each other that well. Where's that spark gone? Yeah, that's because we've been dating each other for ages, and now we're just getting on with life. We're like a mother and father in a way. We're just kind of paying bills, doing this and doing that. That's called a relationship. No, but relationship's supposed to be where we spend all the time and love each other and we kiss rainbows and we no. That's a marriage. That is a marriage where we live on top of each other 24/7. Okay, so if you're married, you guys more than likely know what I mean, because you're more than likely getting divorced here. Okay, and you're fighting over the children and everything else that's kind of going on. But if this is just a relationship, then what a very petty thing this is. Why? Because of 4s and 5s. You're always going to go through this, constantly, always going to go. Now, like I said, you can stick in there, okay? But again, this person doesn't like it when things don't go their way, and that this person stops talking to them and cuts them out and ghosts them. But like I said, if it comes up as childish and a person sees it as childish, this person won't. They won't see it as childish. They'll see it as really important. But this person will guarantee you to see it the opposite, Gary or Tina. They'll see it the opposite way. That isn't no. No, that isn't right. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Okay, don't disrespect me. Well, you're disrespecting me. You're trying to fight a mental health condition. Okay, you're trying to fight me to be who I'm not. You're trying to make me be who I'm not. Why try to make me be something? That's you. That's us. That's a relationship. This is who I am. Do you like that? So ask yourself, right, and the person, do you like me for who I am and what I'm doing now? Like what when you first met me? Okay, and that we've been dating. That's who I am. Without changing a thing about me, do you love that? Yes, well, shut the fuck up then and stop moaning at me for wanting me to be anything else. And ask the same question, right? Do you love me for who I am, right? But you're still going to come up with arguments. Why? Because people's mood changes daily. People's feelings and emotions cannot be seen or heard. The emotion within a person can only be seen by the action of what they say or what they do. But their feelings change daily. You're feeling 1 minute in the morning, what do you feel? Extremely tired and exhausted. Give it a few hours, what do you feel? A little bit more awake because I've had a coffee and a cigarette, or I've woke up a little bit, right? So how did your mood change? Just the fact that you was asleep, you woke up, and then blah, 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 right? Same with a spiritual awakening. What do you feel? Dead. When you're awake, how do you feel? Schizophrenic, paranoid, angry, and delusional, right? Because we can't conform to the belief of other people's, right? Because our belief changes as our mind expands. It changes, right? Our mind does, right? The person doesn't, right? But again, a mind and a feeling changes all the time. Okay, you changed your mind. Yeah, because that's the way I felt this morning. So I changed my mind, changed it, because I felt differently later. But you can't control my feelings or emotions. No, I can only try to remain in control of my own. Well, you're a selfish, arrogant prick. So what are you with me for? I'm not. Okay, or I am. Well, why are you not listening to me? Same thing. Shut the fuck up. Right? I don't like being spoken to like that. Of course you wouldn't, because you're structured to believe that you shouldn't talk to me like that. Or me. So where are you? Nowhere. What did you win? Fuck all. Right? You got nowhere. You ended up alone, on your own. So did they. More than likely, here. Okay, now obviously, if there's third parties, divorces, and all that sort of stuff here that is not in the cards yet, it will obviously be doing that way when we go over to the other side. But this is pretty much what I'm kind of seeing at the moment. Okay, Capricorn, so this is your monthly reading. If you would like to continue on with the monthly reading, I'm going to do another card or 2 cards here, and then I'm going to fill the whole table full of cards and clarify them and tell you what you've got coming up, whether there is a resolve to this, an outcome to this, how the beginning part looks and how the ending part looks, and why the resolve will happen, and what to do and what not to do. If you want me to help. If you don't, you got it all under control, great. Okay, but it is very cheap. It's only $2 or $3 because the bronze tier is now open because we are doing monthlies. So you get all 12, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, and your partner, and numerology if you follow it, which means that you can also watch Gemini readings as well. Okay, if you got it, because it's a 6, even if you don't have Gemini in your chart. If you're a life path 6, Gemini, Capricorn, and then the rest of your chart. Okay, so you can pretty much watch all 12. Now, if you want any more than that, you'll need the silver or gold because that's where all the weeklies are. And if you are not seeing certain readings on YouTube, it's because they're always on Patreon. People that are paying me on Patreon get readings, okay? People that really join in with the channel, that like, subscribe, and they share, and then more incomers, I keep doing your readings. If people stop showing interest, I stop doing them. It's no point. It's called business. Sorry, okay? So, but always, everywhere, will always be readings on Patreon. If you're on my Patreon, you'll always get your star sign and your reading. And whatever I don't do on YouTube, you will get over on Patreon because I'll make up for it, okay? So, and then you've got the join button below, which is $2 or $3. That is channel messages when I channel your deceased loved ones, or I give you free tarot card readings for the people that have joined, which means that it is not free. It is only $2 or $3 to join. But throughout the whole month, you get to ask me whatever you like when I go live. When I go live, if you're in green and you've joined, you just say, "Hi, Steve, it's Clive or Claudia. This is my question. What do you see?" Bam, there you go. Next. Okay, $2 or $3. Okay, so any like, share, comment, subscription, all information is also below. Thanks very much, Capricorn. Really do appreciate it, guys, and I'll see you soon.